Nope, that's not a great sound. Hey, that's Pally, I'm Allie. And this one time, I completely tore apart a car in the name of art. I saved one of the seats we ripped out, and it is now my favorite chair. But I think it can be better. First, I'm cleaning and deglazing the surface because we need some serious color customization, but not just one solid hue. We're going to turn this seat into art. My goal is to use this crazy cel shading effect to make the seat look like it was ripped from a car that was ripped from a comic book, but that's not all. After that, I have an ejector seat kind of idea to take this over the top. My friend organized a craft day for us to all bring our own little projects to work on together. Yeah, this is what I'm working on now, so this is what I'm bringing.
Which floor?
3, please. I'm looking for a 341. Is that a different elevator?
Oh dear.
Oh, is it harder to get to from up here?
341 is on the other side of the complex. You have to go all the way around the hallways.
Man, getting this chair to my friend's place feels like every single one of my creations. I did not expect how much work it would be, and I probably wouldn't have done it if I'd known. Oh, look, stairs. My friend Zyla recently said this in a video, and I can't stop thinking about it. We do things not because they're easy. We do them because we thought they would be easy. I'm looking for a 341. You know if it's that way or...
I think it's that way.
Okay, thank you. Okay, great. Hi, I'm here.
What is happening here?
I brought my little craft project.
Little?
The reason this video exists at all is because of this craft circle. I've wanted to customize this seat for a while, but I felt like the concept wasn't good enough for this channel. Like, it's not crazy huge, over the top enough to ever do, even though I really want to. Though when I thought about my friend's reaction as they are knitting next to me, I did feel outrageous. But I'm still torn because even though custom car seat furniture is crazy compared to the average craft circle, is it audacious enough for what everyone expects me to do on this channel? Now I'm curious. Let's find out just how much this weighs. Yeah, that's fixable. Okay, take 2. Now, how do I get this to sit on here with all of its weight and none of me holding it? Okay, I think this is the move. Wait there. And we have 73.6 pounds. Really glad I decided to figure that out now and not before yesterday. Oh, plus the head. And that adds another 2.2 pounds, so 75.8 pounds total that I was lugging around to our little craft circle. But also, I can move that from the ground to over my head in one movement. It just isn't shaped like that when I do it. This is left over from making my skibbity toilet, which for you has been published already. It is on my channel, but for me filming this, as of right now, I have not put it live yet, so I have no idea how it's gonna go over, and I hope it's well, because it was a weird one. I need to prime the plasticky parts because they're plasticky. It would have been nice to just go for it with this same leather paint on the plastic, but that wouldn't last, and we always want the highest execution of this thing. I want to be able to paint all the plastic parts all at once because, yes, I love attention to detail and perfection, but I also am lazy. I mean, it's less lazy and more like impatient. I can't be sitting around waiting for paint to dry so I can paint more. I would be nervous about screwing this up, but this is too fun. This color is luscious. I love it. Ultimately, I chose to make this artwork because it's something I want to do. I guess I'll just have to accept the consequences if nobody wants to click on it and watch because it's not crazy enough. And to all the artists out there that want to comment, you shouldn't use the paint color straight out of the bottle because it'll look flat. I thought that too, and then I realized that's the point. Although the fact that you're seeing this right now means that you did click on it and you are watching it, so thank you. I am still constantly finding mirror tiles stuck to me. 1 year and 9 months since I made Steve the Disco Skeleton. So wait, why did you click on it? Did you think the idea was outrageous, or are you just cool to hang out with me no matter what I'm doing? Yeah, I think it needs another coat, so I'm gonna do all of that again. Although you don't need to sit through that. Here, watch this magic trick. Does that look any different? It does to me, so double the work was totally worth it. Man, I did not realize how cool it would look. It's just one solid bright turquoise at this point. It is already looking remarkable, although we can go remarkabler. Now this is a fun part. I get to add shadows and highlights, which is the same shading style that I used to design our shark mascot. A solid blue mid-tone color, and then a darker blue for the shadows and a lighter blue for the highlights. Now, is this the perfect darkness? Which sounds like a novel my mom would buy in an airport. Yeah, that looks good. I think this is working. Basically what I'm trying to do is imagine there's a light source top right over there, and so anything that's on the opposite side of the light bouncing would then be shadow. And so this here isn't catching the light. This is dropping a shadow that way because that would get in the way of the light. And this is exactly how I did the shark mascot. And all 2,800 of my free paintings are basically a top right light source to help build out the shadows and highlights. It's just weird doing it on a three-dimensional object. And then when you move the 3D object, the light source moves with it. I keep getting stuck to my wall. Maybe it's a sign I should take a little stress relief break. Okay. Oops. You saw I put trash bags down at my friend's house. I can be an adult, it's just that I choose not to. It's making the carpet match the furniture. Don't send this to my landlord. I'm realizing partway through this that some of my subtle shadows are gonna get completely eclipsed by the big, bold black that's coming. So I think I need to start making the shadows even more bold. It makes me nervous because I don't want to push it too far, but I don't want it to be not bold, so we're going bold. I just realized that since I made the back cast a shadow on the seat, the headrest has to cast a shadow on the top. Okay, we're going bold. Yeah, that was a great move. It felt crazy slapping on this weird shape, but it works, and it's also somehow making the rest of it work better now too. Now for the other two sides, technically they should both be that dark shadow color because of where I placed the fake sun, but then looking at it from this angle would not be cool. It's just one solid color. So I'm gonna make up another fake sun from this side. That'll be bottom left. I think that'll work, but I don't know. Let's find out together, shall we? You'll notice I missed some spots yesterday that were facing the wall. I'm now using a technique called finger painting because I don't want to dirty another brush with this color and have to rinse it. Again, I could be adult. I'm just, choosing not to. This works just fine. And then, just clean your brush. I really like how the shadows and highlights look on the back pocket in real life. I just don't know if I should be bold enough to burn them in with paint. What is this? There is an open 5-hour energy with about 3 hours left in it. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the burning in. Now, I wasn't gonna do anything with this because I never want to highlight a brand, but painting over it did not miraculously remove the logo. Plus, it being a car logo hammers home the concept that this is a car seat completely out of place, not in a car. So I think this detail is really gonna be awesome. And now I finally get to do the highlights, which I've done this flat painting style on a sculpture before, but it was all in one night, so I didn't get to experiment with this shadow and highlight layers. And it's really fun. It's just taking way longer than I expected. Now back to the nerves of screwing this up. Right there-ish, I guess. And do I have the perfect tint of highlight? Which does not sound like a book. Looks good to me. A huge reason I don't want to let myself create smaller things is because if I don't make something insanely clickable, YouTube doesn't show anyone, and I really want to reach people. Though even when I think I'm making a success, I have no idea if it will work. Turns out that Skibidi toilet video that came out before this flopped hard, even though I thought I was making something huge and familiar. What hurts the most about it is that I really love the message I composed throughout that video, but that message isn't reaching people because I blew it on making them click. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out after this. It is totally worth the click, I swear. Now it is not time for the black lines yet because I got an idea. This bummed me out when I first started, but since I left it painted a different color, it's now my favorite part of the chair. So what I want to do is paint it perhaps a glowing green, and then maybe even make more ripped parts throughout as accents so it looks like the chair is stuffed with some sort of radioactive green goo. Now this is definitely bold, but it also means that I have to rip into this nice upholstery, which feels bad. But we're doing bold. We're doing bold in the back in case I ruin it. Yeah, I think this is gonna look really cool, but that is only thinking at this point. Yeah, we're ditching the goo idea. So this is just primer. I'm putting white down, but the glowing green looks way too much like white, so I'm not gonna do the drips because it's giving off a egg whites feel, if you know what I mean. So the chair is just gonna be filled with radioactive glow, but no dripping. Every step is a chance to ruin my favorite seat. I gotta paint over our egg whites, which probably isn't a finger paint job. Now this white primer has to dry before I can put on the green glow. And once again, I do not want to wait for the paint to dry before I can paint, so turns out we are finally at black lines time. I've already been working for 10.5 hours today, so I can't put any energy into worrying about if I'm gonna screw this up. I'm just gonna have to do it. Yep. So far so good, but we can go bolder. It's crazy that I ripped this to intentionally add depth and dimension to now put it back to flat, but I'm really glad I did because this is absolutely a bold, outrageous touch. It is now past midnight. I've yet to eat today, and we have learned that shadows, highlights, upholstery destruction, glow, and black lines are probably a 3-day job-ish, and I did it in one. Let's just find out if the glow worked tomorrow. The reason I had to get it done is because I'm pretty sure figuring out this next part I wanted to do is gonna take a lot more days. Oh, the glow! I can't get it fully dark in here, but confirmed the glow is gonna glow. Also confirmed, tripped some on my carpet, which is crazy because you can't see it in the light. And that's also making me realize how bad it would be to have an artwork that has drippy egg white that responds to black light. Anyway, I'm just now realizing that I was so fried yesterday, I didn't notice that the cel shading worked. It looks like it's ripped from a comic book. And what's crazy is my favorite part is the back, just a forever ghosting of a 3-hour energy. Now, I want the seat to be kinetic and bounce around when I'm on it. So these are tractor springs. I don't know how I'm gonna get them to stick on there, but let's just see if they'll hang out and work without being attached. Nope. Don't stick to the wall like that. But now I'm realizing they're made to be working in 2s and also hold a 300-pound farmer. They don't compress that much. Certainly don't need 6. Let's see how 4 works. Nope, the back's the heavy part. Maybe I'll do that first. All right, there's some movement there. It's more just subtle movement versus really feeling like a bouncy chair. Yeah, I think we can do better. Adding more days. Okay. So relocating it somehow cut me. You know, I always gotta show you when I'm bullied. Quick break from my absurd struggles to talk about real struggles. 1 in 10 people do not have access to clean water. And you'll notice that this video does not have an ad. It's because I'm using all of my money-making ad time to talk about something more important than my YouTube business staying afloat pun. Okay, stop joking, Spags. Access to clean water is a very serious life or death problem for a lot of people, and Mark Rober and Mr. Beast launched Team Water to start to solve that problem, and I am so on board, and you should be too, and here's why. They figured out a way that $1 gives a person clean water for 1 whole freaking year. Are you kidding me? That is $1 and so much impact. I do not know how they're doing this. I mean, Mark Rober's a very smart person, and Mr. Beast is a very famous person. I'm kidding, Mr. Beast is also clearly very smart. He's smart enough to convince me to stop making my chair and come tell you about this awesome campaign. I'm just realizing he's also smart enough to convince me to wear something other than a white tank. Now, am I smart enough to convince you to contribute? Go to teamwater.org because clean water saves lives. This problem of people not having clean water on this planet is urgent, but solvable, and I'm so stoked and impressed that they're solving it. And now back to me solving the tiny little problems that I made up myself. Inside this box is our new solution for some serious bounce, which concerns me because it's very lightweight. No, this is fine. I have great ideas and this is totally gonna work. Okay. Elegant unboxing. Yes, this is in fact a kid's bouncy toy that I will be repurposing into an adult bouncy toy, hopefully. Yeah, that is the perfect size frame. The idea is that this sits in the center and gets held up by these bungee cords. We're gonna kind of do that, but industrial. Because I got some very serious springs. Before we had compression springs, now these are extension springs. And they all hold 73.7 pounds. So added together, plus me and that, I think this is gonna work and we'll get some bounce. Maybe you go on here. It just fits. Oh, that's nice. Now, maybe it just fits. How do I get it to snap shut? And come here. Ugh. Maybe we do this part first. Okay, that's on. This is honestly already going better than I thought it would. Now, how do I convince the front to go into the frame? Yes. Nope. I think the spring can't go directly onto the frame, so I'm gonna try and connect it using these carabiners that I have laying around, which are most certainly not rated for climbing, and also they're not equal sized. No, this is good, don't worry. Okay, that's not fitting on because it's too small. All right, I found another carabiner and 2 large enough key rings. Keep in mind, I also have to do this for the back. Okay, now this has to stretch. Oh no, this is not a big enough keychain. Ah! Can we get a sense? Is it gonna? That's off the ground. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I just need to get this connected. I could not wait on Jeffy B for this. I had to come in person. Okay, lightweight plastic. You just gotta hold up. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh man, that is suspended in there and bouncing. I cannot wait to sit on this. 3, 2, 1, test. Oh no! Yeah, like I didn't know this was coming. I kinda hit the ground. This is not bouncy. Jeffy B has brought us some shorter springs. These ones only hold 69.9 pounds each, but added together, that is still enough to hold me plus the chair. I gotta get this onto that loop somehow. How do I convince this big, thick wire to bend? I don't feel like bleeding again in this video. Come on, just agree with me. I could put key rings on both sides, but I don't want to add any more length. You can tell by my face that I almost got it. Just agree with me. Oh, that feels good. Just gotta feel good 4 more times. And I am, in fact, bleeding again in this video. Does this have something to hold it together? I think maybe I should do that. Oh, these plastic nuts are definitely gonna keep me safe. The kid's toy is rated for 80 pounds, which is just slightly more than just the chair. Okay. Nope, that's not a great sound. Is my keychain giving up? I don't think anything gave up. It was just a weird pop. Okay, keep going, Spags. This is a tight fit, but that bodes well for it hanging in midair. Nope. Oh! I seriously have to go to the hardware store again. Not that the people working here didn't already suspect I'm insane. I got heavy duty and 3 for each corner. Oh no, now I gotta unscrew this. Oh wait, I can do it with my broken keyring. That is no longer a broken keyring, it is a new device that helps me remove giant children's screws. Not a waste of the outrageous budget. Which, by the way, thank you to the Patreon pallies for helping me afford way too many key rings. And if you would like to be the reason that more outrageous art exists in the world, then check out the Patreon link in the description. You made it this far in the video, you should probably be a part of the team, and I would love your support. As supportive as this plastic frame. Now, I think the move is to get the chair sitting up on something. Sometimes you just gotta use your head for a problem. Oh my goodness, it is so close to hooking on, and I can't show you because I'm trapped under the seat. I'm sweating. Are on, you stay on. Just 1 more spring. Yes, it's on. Now I gotta shove this together. All right. Okay. Whew. Now let me just ensure this is perfectly safe. Oh man, this is really great. I really hope it works. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm floating. I am bouncing. It worked. This is so awesome. Oh wow. How cool. This is the best chair in the world. Wow.
Wow. This looks like something in a McDonald's.
Yeah, but it's in our house.
Whoa, that's cool. I just need to get a computer game, like a steering wheel. Can you make these and sell them?
You want
I think
one?
they'll be a hit.
I mean, you can use mine.
I don't want this one though.
Why?
I want a Lamborghini one.
Oh, obviously. So I can live there in the house, right?
Nope.
If you liked this, you'll like seeing when my friend let me modify his Tesla. I'll put that down there for you.
I did get pulled over once.
No. Hey, Best Pally, I'm Allie, and my friend Chris says that I'm allowed to improve his Tesla, so I'm going to customize it in the dumbest way possible. I will be attempting to do this with a 3D pen. This thing supposedly poops out plastic filament that you can use to sculpt, basically turning me